5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cowboys 7. Visitors
still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Lockett the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Lockett on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Jackson's pass.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From from just shy of midfield. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
No.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pass from Jackson complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Number 80.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He's got daylight. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Block at the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
At the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. This is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, it's Kamara. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. All day, just like that, just like that.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
46-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle by Derwin James. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
From the 38, Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Watch the screen. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run here with Ingram. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
The tackle by Derwin James.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT.
For the extra point.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Lockett the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Draw play. Ingram now. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Complete to number 8.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
A gain of 9.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
On the keeper.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score our home team 21, visitors 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Lockett, the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field. Maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Lockett the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Silver. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself,
and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, 27 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.